Hey everyone. So today I'm gonna run through this real quick. This is a lot to get through, so if you would just follow along real quick. So the assignment for today is you are going to answer the following question: should the United States have used the atomic bombs on Japan? Now, how you're gonna answer that is using the information found on slides 10 through 15 of the PowerPoint from today. In your answer, you need to have at least these two things. Your paragraph should be at least 4 sentences. If you need more than four, absolutely feel free to, but you need at least four. And then you also need to mention at least two of the documents shown on slides 10 through 15. And so to give you an idea of what those are, I'm going to run through those real quick. What you're looking at here is the first document they were going to like. This is a table giving you the estimated number of people who might have been killed by these atomic bombs. So the first part, table A, shows you the pre-raid population of each city, so how many people lived there before the bombings, and how many people they thought would be either killed or injured by the atomic bombs. And then table B is how they thought most people would die or be injured. They broke it down by a percentage in this case. So that is the first one. The second one is a document from a textbook, and it says, even before the bomb was tested, American officials began to debate how to use it. Admiral William Leahy, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, opposed using the bomb because it killed civilians indiscriminately. He believed that an economic blockade and conventional bombing would convince Japan to surrender. Secretary of War Henry Stimson wanted to warn the Japanese about the bomb while at the same time telling them that they could keep the emperor if they surrendered. Secretary of State James Burns, however, wanted to drop the bomb without any warning to shock Japan into surrendering. President Truman later wrote that he regarded the bomb as a military weapon and never had any doubts that it should be used. His advisors had warned him to expect massive casualties if the United States invaded Japan. Truman believed it was his duty as president to use every weapon available to save American lives. Okay, document B. This is a part of what a person wrote about their experience surviving the bomb. And they wrote that one of my classmates, I think his name is Fujimoto, he muttered something and pointed outside the window saying, "A B-29 is coming." He pointed outside with his finger, so I began to get up from my chair and asked him, "Where is it?" Looking in the direction that he was pointing towards, I got up on my feet, but I was not yet in an upright position when it happened. All I can remember was a pale lightning flash for 2 or 3 seconds. Then I collapsed. I don't know how much time passed before I came to. It was awful, awful. The smoke was coming in from somewhere above the debris. Sandy dust was flying around. I was running. Hands were trying to grab my ankles. They were asking me to take them along. I was only a child then, and I was horrified at so many hands trying to grab me. I was in pain, too. All I could do was to get rid of them. It is terrible to say, but I kicked their hands away. I still feel bad about that. I went to Mayuki Bridge to get some water. At the riverbank, I saw so many people collapse there. I was so small, so I pushed on the river along the small steps. The water was dead people. I had to push the bodies aside to drink the muddy water. We didn't know anything about radioactivity at that time. Okay. This one is from an American soldier who expressed his thoughts on the bombs. He wrote that my division, like most of the ones transferred from Europe, was going to take part in the invasion of Honshu, an island of Japan. The people who preferred invasion to A-bombing seemed to have no intention of proceeding to the Japanese front themselves. I have already noted what a few more days would mean to the luckless troops and sailors on the spot. On Okinawa, only a few weeks before Hiroshima, 123,000 Japanese and Americans killed each other. War is immoral. War is cruel. And then the last one is just a picture of Hiroshima after the bomb.